For the 72 passengers and 4 crew members on Flight 7924, the trip from Toronto to New York began just like any other. The cabin buzzed with quiet anticipation as travelers settled into their seats, some chatting softly, others lost in thought or scrolling through their phones. The flight attendants moved down the aisle, offering reassuring smiles and helping with last-minute preparations. As the Bombardier CRJ-900 descended over a glittering New York skyline, the city lights sparkled below, like a sea of stars. The captain's calm, practiced voice came over the intercom, announcing their approach to LaGuardia Airport, and passengers glanced out the windows, eager for their arrival. Passengers prepared for landing, gathering their belongings, stowing away books and devices, and fastening seatbelts. Many were already thinking ahead to meetings, family reunions, or simply the comfort of home after a long day. On the flight deck, the pilots methodically worked through their landing checklist, communicating clearly with air traffic control and confirming every detail. Their experience and professionalism made the final approach seem routine. Assigned to land on runway 4, all systems were normal. The weather was clear, visibility good, and the runway lights beckoned ahead. The landing gear was down, flaps set, and the aircraft stable as it glided toward the runway, everything proceeding exactly as planned. The wheels touched down smoothly, a textbook arrival that brought a sense of relief and satisfaction to both crew and passengers. Passengers relaxed, reaching for their phones to send messages or check the time, some already unbuckling their seatbelts in anticipation of arrival at the gate. The pilots engaged the thrust reversers, slowing the plane as it rolled steadily down the runway, the familiar rumble beneath their feet. Everything was routine, the terminal just minutes away, and the sense of a safe journey nearly complete. But in the next instant, normalcy would be shattered by the unexpected. A sudden jolt, alarms blaring, and confusion swept through the cabin. A routine arrival was about to become a scene of horror, as emergency vehicles raced toward the aircraft and chaos erupted inside. No one on board could have imagined what was coming next, as fear and uncertainty gripped every soul on Flight 7924. The disaster's roots lay in a minor incident minutes earlier. A private plane reported a hydraulic leak after landing. Rescue 5, a fire truck, was dispatched. Ground control instructed Rescue 5 to hold short of runway 4. The tower controller, believing the truck was clear, cleared Flight 7924 to land. Inside Rescue 5, a garbled radio message was misheard as clearance to cross the runway. The fire truck rolled onto runway 4, unaware a jet was landing. In the tower, controllers assumed the runway was clear, expectation bias at work. The pilots, focused on landing, didn't see the truck until it was too late. Multiple layers of safety failed, all relying on humans seeing what they expected. A deadly gap in the system had opened, setting the stage for disaster. The pilots of Flight 7924 saw the fire truck too late, their hearts pounding as the realization struck. In those critical seconds, every instinct screamed to act, but the margin for error had vanished. The captain desperately tried to pull up, but the plane was already grounded. Wheels locked to the tarmac, engines roaring as the jet slowed rapidly. There was no way to lift off again. The fate of everyone on board was sealed in that instant. The left wing smashed into the fire truck with a sickening crunch, tearing open a fuel tank. Instantly, a massive fireball erupted, engulfing the wing in flames and sending shockwaves through the fuselage. The aircraft lurched violently, veering off the runway. It skidded uncontrollably, across the grass, metal screeching, before finally coming to a halt, shrouded in thick smoke and roaring flames. Inside, chaos erupted. Passengers were thrown forward, oxygen masks dropped, and thick, choking smoke quickly filled the cabin. Panic and confusion spread as people struggled to comprehend what had happened. Despite injuries and the overwhelming danger, the crew sprang into action. They shouted commands, opened emergency exits, and deployed the slides, guiding terrified passengers toward escape. Evacuation was possible only from the right side. The left was completely engulfed in fire, making it impossible to use those exits. Every second counted as flames threatened to consume the entire aircraft. Emergency responders, already nearby due to the fire truck's presence, rushed to the scene. They battled the intense flames and worked frantically to rescue survivors, risking their own lives in the process. The scene was frantic, but organized, a desperate race against time, with firefighters and medics coordinating efforts amid the chaos to save as many lives as possible. The quick, decisive actions of the crew and rescuers made all the difference, pulling passengers from the burning wreckage and leading them to safety. But the devastation was immense. The aircraft was reduced to a charred skeleton, debris scattered across the runway and grass. In just moments, what began as a routine landing had transformed into a full-scale catastrophe, forever changing the lives of everyone involved. Investigators wasted no time in recovering the cockpit voice recorder and flight data recorder, often referred to as the black boxes. These crucial devices are designed to withstand extreme impacts and fires, preserving the final moments of a flight for analysis. Their recovery is always a top priority after any aviation accident. The black boxes revealed that, up until the moment of the collision, the aircraft was functioning perfectly. All systems were operating normally, and there were no signs of mechanical failure or technical malfunction. The flight data recorder showed a routine approach and landing sequence. The cockpit voice recorder captured calm, professional communication between the pilots, until, suddenly, panic erupted as the truck appeared on the runway, shattering the routine. The captain's desperate, last-second attempt to pull up and avoid disaster, along with the terrifying impact, were recorded in chilling, unforgettable detail. The audio revealed the chaos and urgency in those final seconds. The CVR also exposed a critical miscommunication between ground control and Rescue 5, the airport fire truck. Confusion and unclear instructions played a pivotal role in the unfolding tragedy. Investigators meticulously mapped the wreckage, interviewed shaken survivors, and pieced together the timeline. They soon discovered a key flaw. Rescue 5 was operating without a transponder, a device essential for tracking vehicles on the runway. Without a transponder, the fire truck was nearly invisible on the controller's radar screens, making it almost impossible for air traffic control to know its exact location in real time. This critical gap in technology meant controllers couldn't confirm the truck's position, leaving a dangerous blind spot on the runway. The investigation highlighted how the absence of a single, seemingly small device, a transponder, could contribute to a catastrophic chain of events. The black boxes told a haunting story of human error, technological gaps, and the tragic consequences that can result when safety systems fail to align. With these revelations, the search for answers had truly begun, setting the stage for a thorough investigation into what went wrong and how future tragedies could be prevented. The NTSB's report would cite the fire truck's runway incursion as the primary cause, but deeper issues emerged. Rescue 5's lack of a transponder and garbled radio communication. Reliance on voice alone, without visual confirmation, proved a fatal flaw. The FAA quickly moved to require transponders on all airfield vehicles at major airports. Airports reviewed procedures, reinforcing training for both vehicle operators and controllers. The tragedy underscored the need for robust communication and technology. Aviation safety is built on learning from mistakes. The crash exposed vulnerabilities, but also sparked meaningful change. The memory of Flight 7924 will be honored by making airports safer for all. From the wreckage, the industry recommitted to its guiding principle: safety above all.